What's up, everybody? Marlon Ladd here. How y'all doing? All right. What we're going to talk about today is Damon Arnette. I read about this. I don't know if you've heard about it, but, he plays for the Las Vegas Raiders, and he's a cornerback, and they released him. They cut him because of this video that he did where he was talking about killing folks. Now, I don't know if you've seen the video, but if you haven't, you should definitely watch it. So let's talk about whether or not they should have done that. Like, I watched the video, and yeah, he was like out of control. I mean, he had a bunch of guns, and he was talking like a lot of smack. And, he works for an organization, and I don't care who you work for. Like, you can't represent like that. You just can't. And apparently it was just some people. Well, this is the part of the story that's a little up in the air for me. It was like some people online that he was talking about. Somebody said that they would be there in 5 minutes. I guess somebody was threatening him or something. And so, yeah, you got a right in this country to defend yourself, but you don't have a right to be, doing everything that he was doing, talking about, I'm gonna kill you, go ahead and pull up. And he was showing all the guns that he had. And who knows if the guns that he had were even legal. Like, that's another issue coming out, but that's not the point. The point is that if you work for a company, I don't know what company you might work for that would see that video and be like, okay with that. Like, I don't know any, okay? Unless it's well, I don't know any. That would be like crazy. So he shouldn't have done that. Yeah, he should have been cut, but let's look at why he really got cut. Apparently he was on the injury reserve, and, he was a first-round draft pick last year, so he wasn't starting. Now, if he would have been starting and he would have been like one of their main players or something like that, then who knows what they would have done. They probably wouldn't have just cut him. But they were like, yeah, we can cut him now. He's on the injury reserve. We don't know if he's coming back, and if he is coming back, if he's going to be like, what he was. So they were just like, he's out. He's gone. So if you don't know this, like, the NFL, to me, is a very racist organization, like, from top to bottom. Now, that doesn't really have anything to do with this situation, but I'm just like, you have to look at the NFL for what it is. It is about money, and it is about making money. And if you are a player and you're playing on that level and something happens to you, if you get hurt or whatever the case may be, yeah, you could be cut, released, like whatever. It's very cutthroat. So he just gave them a reason to do that, a very good reason. Now, let's look at the sort of the other side of that, because there's somebody else that did something just as bad, probably worse. If you know about the Republican congressman named Paul Gosar, he is a white male. He's out of Arizona, I believe. And so he put up this video showing him stabbing to death Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is a representative out of New York. Now, she is Latina, and a lot of the Republicans can't stand her, probably for two reasons: because she's Latina and she's a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe three reasons. And she stands up and she speaks out. So here's this dude. He's supposed to be a lawmaker, held to the highest standard. And he has a video that he posted on Twitter of him stabbing her to death. And then he had knives and went and threatened Biden. And they're calling for his resignation. Like, this dude has been doing stuff all along. His sister was on the news talking about him and how crazy he's acting and that nobody is doing anything. And they're not. You got Merrick Garland, who is the attorney general. You've got Chuck Schumer, who is the majority leader in the Senate. You've got Nancy Pelosi, who is the Speaker of the House. And they're not doing anything. Like, this sort of racism and, violence towards people that you perceive as different, all that kind of stuff. Like, in this country, we just let it ride depending on who's doing it. And so you can see this as a clear example. You know, like everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of Arnette saying, yeah, he should be gone and what he did was terrible. And it was. I agree. But for this congressman to be doing that stuff, and right now he's getting a pass. Yeah, he may resign later, but right now he's getting a pass. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. So pay attention to that stuff. And let me know what you think about Arnette. If you saw the video, what you think the Raiders should have done, if they did the right thing, and what you think should happen to Paul Gosar. All right. So until next time. Oh, listen. Give me a thumbs up, okay? And make sure you subscribe. If you don't give me a thumbs up, then this video is not going to circulate. You're going to be the only one watching it. You don't want to be the only one watching it. I don't want you to be the only one watching it. So give me a thumbs up, all right? Subscribe, turn your notifications on, and until next time, I will holler back. I am Lad Marlon.